What is up, fellas? JPS delivers here. We're doing a weekly game plan for Madden 2005 right here. Our first matchup against the Saints. New Orleans. It says stop Jake Plummer to make them win by running. However, though, when I'm looking at it at the same time, their running game is way more impressive. It seems like with Sean Alexander at running back, who's rated better than Jake Plummer. Their offensive line is really impressive. Orlando Pace, Willie Anderson. So they pretty much have the two best tackle duo in all of the NFL in this season, in this edition. Yeah, look at that. Obviously, our number one concern is Sean Alexander. I mean, what? We'll take our chances. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Stop Jake Plummer. Number one concern, Sean Alexander. I mean, I don't know what the deal is. Does make sense. What did make sense was having to rely on David Carr for this game in the passing attack. Their rush defense was really impressive. You see right there, Sean Alexander rated better. They have a good blocking fullback. I mean, their passing game right there, wide receivers aren't too impressive. Kellen Winslow is, already, he's a beast. 85 overall already, but it is, look at how good this offensive line is. One of the best guards in football. Hutchinson is out with an injury for 11 weeks. This offensive line is already impressive anyways, but they have a really good middle linebacker now, Wilson. Their secondary is definitely, their cornerbacks are pretty good. Their cornerbacks are almost as good as our cornerbacks. They have a pretty, decent, secondary for this game. I don't know why necessarily was saying, but I felt like their secondary was rated a little bit better than you'd imagine the scouting reports kind of put up together. Again, you get that contradiction between having Jake Plummer shut him down in order for the running game to beat us. At the same time, I don't know. But it is nice to have Kevin Williams at D tackle for this Seahawks team. The dude's a beast. It's nice to have Julius Peppers as well. Have the move A. Thomas down. I think it's like Adrian Thomas down to right end. And then we also, I believe, we have, no, we don't have Vince Wilfork in this one. We have like a Pay or something like that as the other D tackle. But this team was definitely running a good amount of plays against us. Successful plays indeed. Nice little first down pass to Davis from Jake Plummer. Pulling down second and 7 here. About 8:50 left in the first quarter. Jake Plummer backs up. Another nice pass to Davis. It's going to be a first down for the Saints at home. And then Sean Alexander with a nice run. About 9 yards on the run. 2nd and 1. And then here we go. They end up getting stopped. Another passing opportunity right there for a Seattle team, but it turns out to be an unsuccessful. The running attack just was not going from the get-go for our team. Nice first down pass by Jake Plummer. Then a nice 9-yard run again by Sean Alexander. 3rd and 1 now for this team, trying to utilize Kevin Williams up the middle. I know they have really good tackles for this team. Another first down. Pass to Northcutt as he cuts up North on the play. But they end up slowing down the drive, their momentum. It's going to be setting up for a 32-yard field goal. So we do have Vince Wilfork on this team. Okay, I was right about that. Vince Wilfork is our other D tackle. I noticed in our passing attack, everything wasn't working right away. Again, that was just me. One of those plays that, what was he thinking? And it was just, did not see that middle linebacker right there. Nice little open field tackle. Going to set up another Vanderjack opportunity. 32 earlier. It's going to be 41-yard field goal attempt now with just under 1 minute to go in the first quarter. But this running attack just was not going all too well. I know Ricky Williams is our best rated player on offense. Well, technically Todd Heap is. Todd Heap wasn't involved all too much in the first half of this game, really, for the most part. Most of this game, to be honest. Steve Smith and Andre Johnson seemed to play the best, which is nice, considering wide receivers are usually, when you're playing at these difficulties in Madden, usually find the tight ends to be the best ones to utilize on 3rd down. Not much going on through it, and kind of like a semi-safe pass on 3rd down instead of taking the sack. It's going to set up a 44-yard field goal attempt and not much power put on it, but well enough. It's going to be 3-6, New Orleans with the ball, 1st and 10, I believe, at their own 20-yard line. And then a nice setup play, but it's going to be Davis again. Davis had a really impressive game, a possessive type game at wide receiver. A lot of catches for a decent amount of yards. 3rd and 9 now for New Orleans at the opponent hour. Oh, and then there you go, Antoine Winfield. I thought if I had made this stiff arm about 2 or 3 yards inward from the out of bounds, I could have been a pick 6 on that one. But the drive not having much with it on that one. Momentum cut off pretty short. But looking to tie this game up. Great kick. It's going to tie it up 6-6. As we really just don't have that good of a duo of kickers whatsoever. Nice catch by Robinson, pass by Jake Plummer. Going to be another 1st down. And then another interception. It's going to be Webster this time. I believe he's our 3rd best. I believe he's our nickel cornerback. And then there you go, Andre Johnson. Beautiful pass from David Carr. And it's going to be a 51-yard touchdown to take the lead 13-6. Nice play, but it's going to be the end of the drive for this team. Nice pass to Sean McDonald, one of the slot wide receivers for the Seahawks team. 1st down for Seattle. And trying to set it up with the pass right there to Steve Smith. Nicely done. Steve Smith, like I said, him and Andre Johnson seem to help quite well. A nice little pass right in the check down to Ricky Williams. Going to be 1st down as it's 22 seconds left. And a pass right there to our 2nd tight end, blocking tight end. It's going to be a touchdown, 20-6 at this point of the game. 1st down right there by Ricky Williams. And then trying to set it up right there. The controls, I'm still trying to get used to the fact that you have to switch players with X instead of circle. And then you sprint under the ball with circle instead of X. They fortunately enough change that in the other Madden games later on to where, you have the same controls for everything. It's all universal. So I appreciated that. Steve Smith going deep. Is he going to get it? No. Nice play on the deflection by the New Orleans player. It's going to be 20-9 right now. New Orleans trying to make their way down the field. Nice pass to Davis. Davis just had himself a really impressive game. I thought he had probably the best overall game besides Andre Johnson in this one. And there you go. Nice little put on the quarterback on that one. Beautiful juke move by Davis. Archuleta was coming in for the nice little hit, but wasn't able to pull that off. And then beautiful play by Antoine Winfield. And it's going to be 4th and 7 here in the 4th quarter. 9 minutes to go. The Saints really trying to get their first touchdown in this game. Haven't been able to really break that offense, but again, another impressive play. It's an interesting play call right there to see if you can just it's 4th and 7, you might as well try to pass the ball in like a dig. But speaking of getting the long ball in this game, I mean, Andre Johnson's already beasting and feasting. That's well over 100 yards for the day on that catch from Big Ben. David Carr did get injured earlier on in this game, sprained elbow, but it only said out for the game. So fortunately enough, hopefully he's not going to be out for more than just the rest of this game, for just this week. Nice little pass by Jake Plummer. Going to be 2nd and 10 now. Stepping back, and Sean Alexander just puts the hurt on that one. I thought it was going to be a nice open field tackle, but unfortunately not. 23-9, Jake Plummer and New Orleans making their way down. Sean Alexander, I mean, this guy was just getting a ton of open field broken tackles. It was a really impressive game by him. And then a great pass right there to Johnson to make it 23-16. Big Ben was replacing David Carr in this one just to finish out the game. Ricky Williams actually started to run the ball better when we needed him to. Nice little 1st down run. Another 1st down run by Ricky. Hopefully we can get more of the offense running through Ricky and really setting up that more open deep passes for the likes of Steve Smith. And then, oh man, that would have been great. The reason I threw the ball right there, you could say, oh, why weren't you running the clock? But at the same time, you might as well go deep on that play. It's like, 3 seconds until the 2-minute warning. Even if we ran the the clock was going to stop. You might as well go for the big play on that one, because it's going to be the 2-minute warning anyways. And unfortunately, the man who was starting to heat up in this game, Ricky Williams, fumbles it when we really needed him to just secure the ball. And then here we go, turnover on downs. Offside, though, by Julius Peppers. This defense was playing pretty well for the most part in this second half. But it really seemed like on this drive specifically, when it came down to fourth down conversions, the secondary was able to get a couple batted balls. But a lot of the time, a lot of penalties were coming up. And here it is, 4th and inches, 15 seconds to go. Really in need of a good play. And there you go to Kellen Winslow, first down. And here we are. The clock's running down. Maybe they get a spike in time. And yes, he does. 2 seconds to go from their own 48-49 yard line. And for some reason, he just decides to pass the ball like that. The ball's not even going to be down in the end zone. There you go. It's a nice victory for our team. 23-16. Not too many highlights. It seemed like more highlights done by this Saints team. But foresee enough for our Seahawks team. Holmgren going to get himself a nice little win to start off the season in New Orleans. Going to go 1-0 to start the year. Had reception by multiple players. I felt like Ricky Williams needs to run the ball better, needs to have a little bit better blocking by the offensive line, run blocking. But overall, we were able to utilize our wide receivers in this one. Maybe we get a couple more catches out of Steve Smith. He only had about 42 yards on the day. But before getting injured, I thought it was a solid game. We're not going to give a shit about the completion rate just as long as there's not many interceptions. But 126 yards on 3 catches and a touchdown by Andre Johnson. Steve Smith, again, like I said, 42 yards on 3 catches. Just not much else by like a Todd Heap. Ricky Williams had a couple good check down catches for the game. But overall, though, it was a good performance by the defense. I'd have to say it was more of a bend, don't break. Sean Taylor with a decent amount of run plays made by him. But we'll just have to see. As always, fellas, take it easy. Be grateful for everything that comes to you. And see you next video.